Okay. Okay, everybody, I'm going to share my screen and we'll get this show on the road. Okay, so welcome everybody to another Wellness Wednesday. My name is Sean. Today we're going to go ahead and be talking a little bit about ways to safe-proof your home. Now, my name is Sean. I am the health program coordinator here over at the Healthy Aging Association. I am also the program coordinator for the Dignity at Home Fall Prevention Program here. So what we do is we go ahead and assess homes and we help you get some fall risk accessories installed into your home, which will be a big topic we talk about today too. And we get those put in at no cost for you if you qualify, and then that way you can have some accessories to help prevent your falling as well. All right, so sorry about that. This meeting will be recorded. Okay, this is our Zoom meeting. It's going to be recorded and be posted on our YouTube channel. It'll be posted on our website, and it's also going to be posted on our Facebook page. If you feel uncomfortable being recorded, please go ahead. Just feel free to keep your cameras off. Sue, I know you already have yours off. It's fine. and then for Marilyn, I know you're on your phone, so I think we're good to go. So the Healthy Aging Association is a nonprofit organization. I'm sure you all know. Our mission is to help older Americans live longer, healthier, more independent lives by promoting increased physical activity and sound health and nutrition practices. Okay, so we're going to start off with a little bit of some statistics. So falls are the leading cause of accidental death in older adults. I know it's a little bit of a shock on that one, but 1 in 4 older adults do end up on the ground due to a fall since the start of the pandemic. Okay. Every year there's about 3 million older adults that are treated in emergency rooms for fall injuries. Okay. And, these numbers can fluctuate a little bit. It's just kind of a rough estimate and everything too, but it is very common if a fall occurs where older adults are going to the emergency room for some injuries, and we'll get into that a little bit too in this presentation. Falls are the most common cause of traumatic brain injuries, especially for older adults as well. So if you have a traumatic brain injury, that can just lead to a lot of difficulties down the road too, and other injuries, and be very, very dangerous. And then just over 800,000 patients a year are hospitalized because of a fall injury. And most often it's going to be a head injury or that hip fracture, which I'm sure you've all heard before, and it's a very big issue if you have a hip fracture. Okay, move on. Okay, so what are some things that can happen after a fall? Falls can cause broken bones. We can break our wrists, arm, ankle, and hip fractures are the big one that you want to watch out for. If you do happen to have a hip fracture, it can leave you having to heal in a bed for multiple days to weeks, and that can just start to having some muscle atrophy occur, which is when your muscles are going to go ahead and weaken and everything, and then it's kind of harder to bounce back. So that's how having a hip fracture can kind of snowball effect downhill a little bit. Having a fall can lead and cause some head injuries. So these can be very serious, especially if the person is taking certain medications like blood thinners. These kind of medications can make you a little dizzy or lightheaded, and that's what can lead to a fall. So it is really good to talk to your doctor to make sure that your medications are working for you, and any concerns that you have about medications that you are taking. because if they do make you dizzy or lightheaded, you want to be really careful when you're taking those. If you're walking around your home and you can feel lightheaded and pass out or fall and hit your head on a cabinet or something of that sort, okay? Big one that I do like to point out is if you're an older adult and you fall and hit your head, you should really go see a doctor as soon as you can. Sometimes you don't feel like you need to, but in all actuality, it's best to get checked out by a doctor, especially with a head injury, if you have any sort of a head injury, okay? And then many people who fall, even if they're not injured, become afraid of falling. So when you have this sort of a fear develop, it's going to cause you to maybe sometimes cut down on everyday activities because you don't want to fall again. And then that's going to decrease your mobility and moving around. And then that's going to lead to muscle weakness and then decrease in physical fitness overall. And that's going to actually lead to having a higher risk of falling. So if you do fall and it does happen, and you got to try and bounce back from that and try to learn from it and strengthen up best you can so it won't happen again. And take a lot of these precautions to heart and think about the choices that you'll do. Okay. Okay, so most of your falls do occur inside or close to your home. So that could be if you're doing a little yard work or anything too, if you're in the garage and or just in your home walking around, or in the bathroom is a very big area. So this is my program. This is the Dignity at Home Fall Prevention Program. We get to do some really great things where we get to put in things like ramps for front doors. We've put in plenty of grab bars. I like to really make sure the bathroom is safe for my clients. So the shower, there's always, I want to make sure there's grab bars for them getting in and out of the shower. And then I want to make sure that they have bath mats, things of that sort. So they are able to bathe and use their facilities safely. So it's a really good program we have here. Again, if you do qualify for it, it comes at no cost for you. Even just to have us come by just to do an assessment and check out everything to give you some more safety tips. And even if it's just to get a shower chair or a couple of things, it's all about your safety, right? All right. Okay, so Marilyn, I know I told you there'd be a picture that you won't be able to see, so I'll be descriptive for you. This next slide is showing what hazards do you see. If you were in our class last month, then you probably saw the same picture. I do like to show this picture so you can really see. Marilyn, it's showing 3 different rooms. It's showing a bathroom, a living room, and a bedroom, and they are essentially full of clutter. So I like to let you guys talk a little bit and say some things that you can point out in these pictures or that you can take out of these pictures to make these rooms safer.
Did you want us to talk about it?
Yeah, Sue.
Okay.
So,
well, the living room, everything on the floor is a trip hazard.
yeah,
and
skateboards.
Oh yeah, there's bottles there.
I have a couple of skateboards. No.
Yeah,
Great.
there's let's see, in the bathroom on the counter, it's just totally filled with everything you can think of in a bathroom, from spray to shampoo to whatever, but there's no clear space on the counter, so that's dangerous. There's other things there too, but it's very cluttered, very, very cluttered. And in the bedroom, same thing. There's rugs, anything that's on the floor you can trip on. There appears to be some kind of fan with the 4 spread out legs, on the stands that you could easily trip over.
Yeah,
Um,
that one stood
anyway,
out to me too. Yeah.
yeah, there's, and even that shelf there that has multiple shelves, it sticks out into the walk area. So you could
Hmm.
trip on any of that. So clutter is going to get you in trouble. So,
Yes, it is, Sue. I like that. Clutter is going to get you in trouble. Yeah,
so anyway, that's my opinion.
good.
I agree.
You agree? Is that Colleen?
Yes.
Hi, nice to meet you. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I had some difficulty getting in today, so.
Okay, sorry about that. Um, but yeah, these pictures are really just everything about them is a little bit too much, especially these throw rugs in the bathroom picture and the bedroom picture. You can see on the bottom on the floor in the bathroom, there's this huge looking rug there. That's a tripping hazard. In the bedroom, there's a rug. There's a little mat on top of the rug, and that looks like it's a very bad tripping hazard. They're gonna have to scoot around all these obstacles, and it's just preventable stuff, right? So you really want to just be aware of that and be aware of the not just cleanliness, but the clutterness in your home, right? So try to make sure these. I just want you guys to think about these pathways throughout your home, right? Okay. So, like we were talking about, let's try to keep the pathways clear and clutter free. All right. If you have stairs and in your walkways, you just want to remove objects that you're going to trip over. And this isn't just throw rugs and fan legs and stuff. You know, there's electrical cords, skateboards. There's, if your grandkids or your kids have skateboards or something lying around, or could really be anything that just doesn't need to be there. Okay. People leave their vacuums out sometimes, and that can get in the way, and you can trip on that. Um, so adding things like storage um, for things that are usually on the floor is like a really good thing to do. You can get those plastic containers are really good. Um, just to put shoes or papers in as well. Um, and then just, we always recommend that you remove the throw rugs or electrical cords. Some rugs do work okay if they're like a non-slip rug. Okay, those are pretty good. I have recommended to some people you can get the little there's like little mesh mats you put into your cabinets for your dishes. You can put those, cut them up, use those underneath your rugs, throw rugs. That'll help prevent it to slide, and also taping them down is good. I know taping it down is kind of difficult because when you clean, you have to take it up every time, and then it's going to leave marks maybe on the floor. So I understand where that's coming from, but there are tapes out there that are for rugs too. So I think those usually work a little bit better. Okay. Um, are there any other advice out there that anybody want to throw in here? No? Okay. So another big point that I like to talk about, I did talk about this last month as well, is lighting your way. So having nice bright lights with switches that are at both ends of the stairways and in your hallways are really good to have. When I go in to do home assessments and everything, one of the biggest things that I do look for is I like to have my clients have a nice lit up walkway, especially from their bedroom to the bathroom for those like late night restroom calls, right? um, and making sure that pathway is clutter free is a big deal. Um, but things like night lights are really great. I hand out night lights at every home assessment I do. Those are great. They help to light the path in from the bedroom to the bathroom. They plug into the wall, most of them, and you can plug them into the wall outlet of your bathroom. I have seen some from some clients that they got them from Home Depot, and they have kind of a, they're a little bit longer and they're a strip, and they have a little adhesive on the back, and you can put that kind of in the hallway because sometimes there's not an outlet. Those work really well. It's all about you being able to see where you're walking. I can't emphasize it more. My wife makes fun of me sometimes because even I turn on my lights whenever I'm going down the hallway or doing anything. She actually made fun of me last night doing it. And then she went to go use the restroom and she kind of tripped over our little rug. So it was a little bit of bad karma for her. But um, I think just having lights so you see where you're going, there's no wrong way to do that if you have lights, okay? And I like this last point on this slide too. It does say to have a plan for lights in case of a power outage. So if a power outage occurs, you're not able to turn the switch and turn your light on. So just having a flashlight somewhere close by that you're able to get to without having to go too far in the dark would be the best bet. And having night lights, like if you have those night lights that are battery powered and stick to your wall, those are great for if you have a power outage, you can see where you're going to get to the kitchen if you have your flashlight in that drawer in your kitchen, or if you need to get to the closet where you have some safety equipment in there, okay? So another big thing for making your home safe, like I said when I do my assessments too, is support in your bathroom. So we all know that the shower and the bathroom can be a dangerous environment if you're not careful, right? It's wet, things are slippery. So putting grab bars in near your toilet even is a big deal, just to help you getting on and off of the toilet when you're using the restroom. And the shower, of course, is a great idea. I always try to get something in for the shower to make sure when you're showering, you have something to hold on to in case you do feel weak, because you can suddenly just start to feel weak and tired, and maybe you'll have a slip or a fall. Big one too is the non-skid bath mats. Having a bath mat is a great thing to do. It's just going to give you that grip on your feet. It's not going to be as slippery. You'll feel more confident getting in and out of the shower. Especially if you have a tub combo, I find that the mats are really good for those too. And then consider using a shower chair. If you're frequently getting tired while you're showering, it's getting harder to stand and stay there, and you're getting scared that you're gonna fall and slip, just use that shower chair. I know some insurances will cover, I think, your shower chair, but yeah, if you needed to look into that, you can call us and we can answer some of those questions. But I think using a shower chair is a great benefit. Okay. And then just staying safe on your stairs, right? So it's always good to consider having some handrails installed if you have steps for coming into your home and leaving your home is a big one. Some people have those multiple steps, not just one, but they have 3 or 2 or 4 steps. Having those railings on both sides is a really good improvement as well. I had one house I did go to recently. Every entrance, every exit of that home had handrails on both sides because they had multiple steps, and it was great. They didn't have any issues with that. So if you do have handrails, just be sure to kind of check them out and inspect them to make sure that they are properly installed and they're not loose or becoming loose. And the worst thing that can happen is you grab onto something that you have trust in and it's loose and it gives out on you, and then you fall. Okay. Good. Perfect. And then another good area for making your home safe is going to be aware of not only throw rugs and stuff like that, but just uneven surfaces, right? I had a big concern for a client recently where the switching from, say, the living room to the kitchen, there's a little strip of wood because it's going from wood to tile, and that could be a tripping hazard right there. I did recommend for them to maybe put in something like the cover for an electrical wire, if you've seen those. those can help. That way it's not as big of a tripping hazard for them. Okay. So just keeping an eye out for changes in the floor level is a big deal, in your doorways or in between the carpeting and tile, like I was just talking about. Okay. And then your throw rugs. Throw rugs are a big concern too. If you have to keep those big rugs, like I was explaining earlier, is to try and use a rug gripper underneath to secure them. So tape is good. They have those specialized rug tapes too, and they actually have those non-slip rugs. So they should be able to have more grip on the bottom to prevent you from having any kind of a fall or spill. So a good way to kind of just test it is if you can touch your foot on that rug and just scoot it back and forth and it moves freely, then there's a high probability you can slip on that. They're just really slippery and it can just give out on you. So that's a good little test to do on some of the ones around your home. Make sure you're holding on to something that's sturdy if you do, just so you don't have a fall. Okay. And then that's a good way to test for those. And then we'll see what we have next. So completing a home safety checklist is a good idea to do as well. Goes through your entire home. These are something I do hand out when I do my home assessments with clients. And rule of thumb, if you mark something that's unsafe, there's recommendations on it on how to improve your safety and everything with those things. And I believe you can still find these on our website at the bottom here. If you can't, don't hesitate, just give us a call at the office and we can go ahead and help you out and get you a safety checklist, or I can kind of do a fall risk assessment for you over the phone. That's part of my program that I do here too. Okay, and then I just wanted to kind of go into some of our other programs that we have that will help you to reduce your falls. Okay, we already talked a good amount about my program, which is the Dignity at Home Fall Prevention Program. We have a little bit about the Matter of Balance class. I know Sue was saying that her and John, you guys were doing some strength training this morning. That's a great class to do. There's the Tai Chi class. That's a great class that I actually got to go and see. And it's great for balance and strengthening. And then there's the upcoming Young in Hearts Steps, which is a great program as well if you haven't done that one yet. Okay. All right. So let's go in. We talked about my program a little bit, right? So we're going to provide you with in-home environmental assessments. We do wear PPE and everything like that because of COVID. We try to give you more fall prevention education and prevent some more injury accessories. So usually it to be 60 years and up. You do have to meet an income requirement. So you'd have to reach out to the area agency on aging to get started. Or if you just had questions, you can always call our office and I will see if you qualify or we can figure out your next step. Okay. So here's just a before and after picture of some things. What do you guys think about these before and after pictures? Anybody want to tell me what they think? Looks like we have like another. Oh, hello.
Well, the
It's
grab bar.
definitely it's improved.
Yeah. Right. What are some things that you're seeing that you like?
Well, the clutter is gone.
Yeah.
And they have the chair.
Yeah, the chair looks like a good transfer
Like
chair.
transition chair. Yeah. And the grab bar.
Yep, that grab bar. I like to show this one because that little towel bar thing in the before picture, please don't use that, your weight on it. A lot of people do, and they're not built to hold people. So that's a risk right there. Getting that horizontal grab bar is a great installment. Anything else?
I see a bell on the doorknob.
Yep, I see a bell on that doorknob too. Good. How about the toilet?
The seat is down.
Well, yeah. Good observation.
And it's got a, I don't think I've ever seen that. Oh, I see how it is. It looks like one continuous thing, but it's two handles actually that on
Yeah.
either side of the stool. Yeah.
Yeah, Sue. Yeah, exactly. So that is toilet safety frame.
Right.
That's gonna help with getting on and off the toilet.
Well, when I had my knees done, I had a taller, I hear an echo.
I know. Let's have everybody else go ahead. Okay, and then Colleen, try again.
Okay, I have a taller toilet, which I'm a taller person, so I didn't get that other type of grab bar thing.
Oh, okay. Did you use our service before?
No, I went to, pre-op, they give you somewhat the same thing about, you
Okay.
know, the rugs and everything.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's like the toilet seat riser is a great one, because when you have to squat too low or sit too low, you break a certain plane, right? And then it's harder for you to get up. And that's where, if the toilet seat's high enough and you're still having issues, we put in these little this toilet safety frame for the grab bars to help you get up and off. But if the seat's too low, we pretty much will get the riser for them, because that's the biggest thing. I've seen some pretty low toilets where I'm just, yeah, couldn't believe it. Okay, great. So we'll go ahead and move on to some of the guidelines that my program does do. I know I've been talking a little bit about my program today. You have to be fully vaccinated for COVID-19 for us to come into the home. If you've had a fall or you're scared of falling, this is a great program to kind of think about doing. I did update our numbers a little bit. If it's one person in the home, the monthly income needs to be $3,300 or less. It is different if you have 2 people or 3 people in the home. It's your total home income. So just if you have questions, or if you're wondering about it, you can wait till the end and talk to me, or you can call our office and ask any questions you have as well. And then here's our number. Well, to start the program, that would be the senior information line, which is that number right there. To do your pre-screening. Then the program coordinator, which is me, Sean, I would reach out to you, and then we would go ahead and start the process for you, okay? Great. And then this is another great program that we do have. It's a matter of balance. It's a lot of discussion, so it's not too much where you're working out or doing too much exercising. You do a little bit, I think, but it's mostly talking and kind of doing discussions, okay, about balancing and things to do to improve your balance. Okay. Says here that it consists of 8 2-hour classes. Usually it's small, 8 to 12 groups, persons. You can call to get on our wait list, because it is a wait list right now. I do believe they're trying to get this one back in person too, okay? I'll leave that up there for a second if anybody wants to write anything down or take a note. Okay. And then Sue and John, I know you guys had done your Young at Heart strength training today. They use some rubber assisted tubing. There's 4 different levels of them. The classes are about an hour long, 2 to 3 times a week, and they do strength training. So they're going to use bands, do different exercises. I actually got to go do a class in Oakdale, this picture on the bottom left. And they do good little workouts. It's really great stuff to help with strengthening. Okay. And that can lead to helping you with walking and not having such weak limbs too. It's going to help with your
John, I
strength.
have a question.
Sure thing. How's it going, Marilyn?
Okay, I was just going to ask, where do they have those classes in Modesto?
So this class, they do have it at the Veterans Center that we're at right now. They do have it there. Let me see. I did take some notes. So the Senior Veterans Center, the one over here, we are not yet in person, actually. It is going to be soon. Mancini is the only one that's in person. All the other ones are kind of still doing a Zoom. Okay. If you do have questions about it or anything, or if you want to register, you can call us and we'll send you out the stuff to get you registered. Okay.
Okay,
That okay, Sue? I mean, sorry. That okay, Marilyn?
yes, thank you. So the classes are in Zoom?
Yeah, most of them are in Zoom right now. They're trying to get more in person, but they're working on getting the one over in the Modesto Veterans Center. They're trying to get that one open in person again. So I think it's going to come soon though. So be on the lookout because they might send out emails for that too.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And again, if you have any other questions, you can call them and ask too. I'll answer all your questions the best I can. Okay. I think we covered everything on this one. So this one's a big one too. This is our Tai Chi. It's for arthritis and fall prevention. I did go to this class and this class was great. Everybody there is a lot of fun, very nice group of people. It's usually about an hour long. You there, Sue?
Yeah, I have a question.
Sure.
So it's in person, and where is that being held at?
So this one is in Modesto. It is at, I don't have the address on, but it
Okay.
is in, it's off of Oakdale. I know that. So it's in
Okay.
Modesto.
All right, thanks.
Of course. And I can, if you need the address or anything, just give us a call and we will get you the addresses and everything for you. This class is great though. It works with your balance. You do really nice, slow movements. Some people just
Between this class and the other one, the stretching class, which one would you suggest?
Well, it depends on what you're trying to do, Sue. Are you trying to do strengthening for your muscles?
I think just an overall everything. I also do that steps. I did that last fall.
Great.
Yeah.
If you want to do something in person, I would say the Tai Chi is really good. They are taking people. You just have to be COVID vaccinated.
Right.
So you would just go to their class. And sorry, I don't have their address on me.
Oh, no worries. I
But-
can check on it.
Okay. And then you just go to the class and you register there.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, it's a really good class. Some of their balance is better than mine. So yeah, it's a really great class to do. And should definitely check it out if you can. And if you want to do an in-person class, it's a really good one to do. You're very spaced out, as you can see. And they're all really nice, a really great group. And then here's the Young at Heart steps. It is coming up. It's going to start on February 28th, and it's going to be through May 22nd. It's going to be, so it's 12 weeks. And register walkers are going to receive weekly motivational emails. You report your own miles every 4 weeks. And then you can enter a raffle at the end. And you get some cool little prizes, I think. You get an invitation as well to celebrate with a drive-through brunch distribution. I'm not sure if it's a drive-through anymore. That might change, it obviously depending on COVID and everything. So we'll have to see where that goes. Yeah, they do like a nice little hangout with everybody. I think that some people get some little plaques and stuff for achieving the most miles walked and everything like that. Okay. Does
I have a
anybody?
question.
Yeah.
So how do you calculate your steps?
Well, you can use there's like a computer they have sometimes that you can use, or you can kind of just look up like a route, and they have routes for you to do. And then it says on the route, like how many miles, if it's a half a mile or a quarter of a mile or a mile. And then you kind of just do it so amount of times and you add them up. It's not where you go with a set group, a set time every week. You kind of do it at your own pace too. But you can like meet people and kind of do some group things as well. And then I did get a note that the Modesto Senior Center, it's not with us. They currently are using our route in Modesto. And they're doing it Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. So you can reach out to them too. I don't have a phone number, sorry, but you could reach out to them as well, and they could inform you about that stuff. That's not with us though, that's with them.
Do you offer a mileage calculator?
Not that I know of, but that's a really good question, Marilyn. I don't think they do. They provide you, I think, with a brochure or a paper that will have the route, and it'll have like the miles on it and everything, and the length of the walks on there. So that way you can kind of just do a little bit of adding, and then you would know. I know Jessica did tell me that they do have a computer that they help you use too, to add in your miles or something. I don't think they issue you a tracker, not that I know of. It's a good note to make.
If people have a phone, you can download a Adidas, ADDAS, ADD, yeah, IS, and it's free. And you just push start and it tracks no matter where you walk. I walk around a park. So you can be anywhere and it tracks you, and then there's a start and a pause and a finish, and it tracks it every day for you. So that's a good one, but
Yeah.
it's free.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. There you go. Yeah, use an app like that and help to track those steps and everything. And then they are going to be sending emails, I believe, out for this one pretty soon. For you to, if you are registered before and have done it before, you're going to have to re-register. It will be online. You'll get the link through your email, and then you just send back the registration form and your log and everything. Okay. Hey, any other questions on this one? Okay. Great. So our Food Smarts nutrition class, I just wanted to throw this one in here so you guys know. So we host a 5-week nutrition class. There's going to be another one starting in February. It's Friday mornings. I think there's still, I think it's going to be in the morning, so the time hasn't been set yet, but it's going to be on Zoom again. And this is a great little class that we do. It's only about 45 minutes long. We just talk about healthy eating habits, and then we always go over like a nice little recipe. So I know we've done some pretty great ones so far in the class that I've been in. I'm currently doing one on Friday afternoons with Jessica. So I think this next class is going to be all me. So it will be starting up here soon in late February, maybe early March. And then we can email the link to you too to get registered for this one. I think we're still setting this one up a little bit though. So once we have it all set up, I'm sure we'll be sending out emails. Any questions?
What is the name of that class that you're talking about?
It's Leah's Pantry. It's Food Smarts. It'll be on, it's on the top of this page if you can't see it. Or is this Marilyn?
Yes.
So it's called Food Smarts Nutrition Class. Good. Did you get that, Marilyn?
Yes. Thank you.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you.
Any other questions we have on this? Okay, good. I like to emphasize good nutrition leads to being healthy overall. And being healthy overall is going to help lead to you being stronger, better muscle mass, and not falling, right? So everything is a puzzle. It all works together. Okay, so in summary, some of the things that we did go over, right? 5 quick safety tips for preventing some falls at home are to keep those pathways clear and clutter-free. Make sure that your areas are well lit, your pathways throughout your home. Adding supports in the bathroom, like those shower chairs, grab bars, the toilet seat stuff are great things to add on to. And then stay safe on the stairs and being aware of uneven surfaces. This one, I would say, just be aware of your surroundings too. So there's plenty of other things that you can slip on, trip on, right? And then for preventing falls. So one I didn't touch on too much today, which is a good one I touched on last month, is to make sure to get your vision and hearing checked. These can be issues that lead to falls too. There's some ear issues that can occur that mess up your balance, and that can lead to a fall. Checking your home for fall hazards, right? Those throw rugs, those pesky throw rugs, the cords, and all those things that could be in your way. If you have assistive devices, please use them. All right. Using your assistive device, it's there to help you. Okay. Sometimes people don't want to use it, but that's when sometimes people will have a spill or a fall. Watching out for your pets. This is a big one too. I tripped over my cat twice last night, I think, because he keeps walking in front of me at night. So watching out for your pets is a big deal if you have pets. A big one too is wearing proper footwear. I underlined this one because I just had a client last week, 2 weeks ago, who I assessed his home, told him he should probably switch out his slippers for shoes. And he said he was going to. After our meeting, he did slip and have a fall wearing his slippers. Now he's fine and no injuries occurred from it, but he did just learn a lesson. And now his daughter told me he's wearing shoes and he got rid of his slippers, and he's learned from his lesson and he's thankful that he didn't get injured. So these are all, the real things. Your medication management's a big one. Make sure you talk with your doctor about your medications and make sure it's not going to make you too dizzy or lightheaded. With exercise, I like to say exercise as regularly as you can, and as long as it's safe, as long as you have something sturdy to hold on to if you need to. Exercising even in a chair is good. So that's where some of our strength training classes teach you some really great activities to do. And then just invest into yourself and maybe join a fall prevention program like that Young at Heart strength training program or the steps that's coming up in February. Okay. And then there's just our phone number on the bottom, our email. If you need to write either of these down, go ahead to get in contact with us. And for next month, we're going to be holding this again, the Wellness Wednesday on February 23rd. It's going to be at 11 a.m. again. We're going to be doing it from Zoom, from the comfort of your home, just like today. And we're going to be talking about some physical activities. So different activities you can do to help strengthen your muscles, to prevent falls and everything as well. And then we will be having Dr. Bob for that next session. Okay. So remember, it's going to be on the 23rd at 11, and I will be sending out emails again, just like for this class. Okay. little arrow. And thank you for all coming today. Is that's concluding my presentation for you all. If anybody has any questions or anything, you can hang on back and ask away. I know, Sue, I was going to talk to you a little bit too. So anybody who has any questions, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing this one. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask away.
Sean, I just wanted to ask you about my husband, John. He tends to shuffle his feet. I always worry about him falling forward.
Yeah.
Is there any